Welcome to the Women Talk Construction podcast, where we talk about the best industry in the world every Monday. Most Mondays, some holidays we do take off. We just took off Memorial Day. But welcome back today. And we're pretty excited about talking to a trailblazer. Angela and I are here with her. She spent over 30 years reshaping the industry's pipeline, and she's a director of workforce development for Superior Construction. She won a PACER Award, and she's a board member for the Northwest Indiana Influential Women Association. She's an expert at creating pathways from education to employment, especially for women. Welcome, Amy. Thank you for being here. Tell our audience just a little bit about you, even though you've been on before. Tell our audience just a little bit about you, your bio, and all of the information about you will also be on our website.
Well, thank you, Christi, Angela. I'm so glad to be back. I'm super excited. As they said, my name is Amy Henningfield. I'm with Superior Construction. I am the Director of Workforce Development, and I do not apologize. I am a champion for women in this construction industry. So I am on several boards. I like to speak at events to bring visibility to females. And as you said, my bio will be on there. So I'm not going to get into all of those boring details, but thank you for the introduction.
Awesome. So I've got to ask you about this. So I'm from Indiana. And you're in Indiana, even though I'm in the South now, and I say y'all, and I talk like the Southerners sometimes, which I think is so cute.
Well, she has to recover from that.
And I'm around Angela all the time, and she's really got the Southern drawl. But you helped launch the first ever all-girls hands-on construction camp in Indiana. Tell us a little bit about that, and what are the quick wins contractors can implement right now to get high school students actively engaged after graduation?
Yes, so I am there is a company, an organization called ICI, Indiana Constructors, and we created a group called Women in Roads, capital I, capital N for Indiana, Women in Roads.
Very cool.
And we created an all-girls summer camp. We are doing our second year this year. We had it last year, and it was fully 100% run by females. From opening safety conversations to the very end, we had fireside chats. We did some mentorship coaching. We had them out on job sites. We wanted to explain to them what a day in the life of a construction worker was. We took them out to an aggregate mining facility. Then we took them to an asphalt plant. We took them out onto an active job site. So they kind of had progression from beginning to end on what it was like to be a construction worker. And this year we've expanded it not only in Indianapolis, but it's now in Fort Wayne as well. So we have 2 camps.
Nice.
And so the schools and the parents, the communication between the schools to the parents was a little bit touchy in the beginning, but we kind of rectified that. And now the support that we're receiving from the educators, from the guidance counselors, local construction companies. So what I would tell them to do is just reach out, contact us. We would love to talk to you. We would love to have you out as a speaker, as a fireside chat, as a mentor, we welcome all participation from any company in Indiana or outside of Indiana. If you're willing to travel to us, we're willing to have you. But we want you to be a female.
Nice.
We want female representation just to show them, because I'm a firm believer in if they don't see it, they can't imagine themselves being it. So
right. Angela says that all the time.
Yeah, I say it constantly. You can't be what you don't see. If I don't say it 10 times a day, I don't say it once. It's such a true statement.
You got to see your representation before you feel like you can do something.
You sure do.
Yeah, and we've known you for a long time now, and we were introduced to Superior a long time ago.
Years ago.
Wow. Yeah, and we had, I think, your president on.
Our CFO, Scott Witt.
CFO, that's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Who is Scott, a huge supporter of our program.
He is.
Yes.
Which makes a huge difference. And we've watched you do this as well. And we even learned early on how you were starting a women's group. And so I'd like, we've also heard how it's thriving now. So, through, this women's group that y'all started, I guess at the start of it, your cohort has achieved 100% promotion rate within a singular year. Plus, we talked about a few other topics that I'd like you to share as really great strides with it. But what specific structural and organizational support made that incredible metric possible? And also make sure that our audience knows, or I'll just share it right now, they are willing to come help you do this same thing. So
Right.
please
Yes.
know that.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
So I will tell you that what we started out as, some people view as a women's group, it's a program. I mean, it
Yeah.
was built with intention. It was designed for growth for our women. It was connecting people together. It was, we created some structured development there. We had executive visibility for those ladies. And I think it was just something that started out as support, became a whole structured initiative. And as you said, 100% of our class, our very first class, was promoted within 1 year.
Wow.
I say that over and over, 100%, 1 year. I mean, that's huge,
amazing.
right?
That's huge.
It is.
And
Yeah.
and I say it some of it was their talent, but it wasn't just their talent. It was the structure that changed, the visibility that came along with that program. And then women started seeing, that there was proof that there was advancement, it was possible within our company. And that's when women stay, when they know that they can earn it and they can advance, and leaders are engaged with them. Promotions just start happening, and it's just an amazing opportunity for people to have a workforce strategy more than just like a feel-good initiative. I think that's very important. But I would love to come out. Our whole group, we have a steering committee of 6 of us. We'll come out and help them create their own program.
Oh,
We can come speak to their
awesome.
groups. It's, some people call them employee resource groups, whatever you'd like to identify it as. It's just an amazing opportunity to support the women in your organizations.
And share how many now are on it now that you shared with us earlier, because I think it's very important, that number.
So
12 women.
currently, yes, there's 12 women, and 11 of them this year we've shifted our focus more to a boots on the ground, skilled trades type, because those women, they need visibility. They need executive presence. They need support. They need networking. They need mentorship. So we have shifted a little bit from the professional side to the skilled trade side. And it's just
We
amazing.
love that.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's so
to see those
needed.
women, it is needed
Mhm.
for them to feel supported, because you can walk out on a job site and see one female. And so sometimes they adapt to their environment and they don't
Right.
know that there's support for them. And that's what we're trying to do, is create more support for our ladies in the company. And it's just really been received so well. And so many men support it too.
I bet they do.
Yay.
They're making
It's just
sure those
odd,
women are
right?
there.
Like it's odd to them. This is not something that's been done for hundreds of years, right?
Right.
So when they like catch on, they're like, "Oh, this is cool."
It is cool.
It's not
It
like they
really
don't
is.
want it at all. I just think it's new, right? It's just a new way of thinking. Diverse perspective.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Diverse perspective. I love it.
So in that vein, how can contractors better market the high-tech, lucrative reality of modern job sites, paving, and to our parents and educators? So you said earlier, right, that was the hardest challenge. Tell our audience that may be thinking about doing this too. How did you get through to these parents and educators to get them on board? Because like you said, the parents weren't like super excited about it. Tell us a little bit more about that.
I think for me, I've been in the industry for 30 plus years. And back when I started, I just kind of segue into this because you were either going to college or you were doing the alternative, which was you were going to be in construction. And that was such a taboo, you didn't want to be in construction, so you wanted to go to college. So for so long, these educators and these guidance counselors and these schools were pushing college. And then we started knocking on the doors and coming in and saying, how can we support you to support us, to let these kids know this is an amazing career. And if they want to go to college, that's fantastic. They could still be in construction. They could be in accounting. They can be in marketing. As you all know, your education is in a different field, right?
Yeah.
But we also started to explain that some of the students don't want to go to college. That's just not it. They can't afford it. They don't want to attend, and they can have an amazing career, no college debt. They can have 401k. They can have health coverage. They can have so many opportunities to build infrastructure, build tangible items that they can drive by and tell their families that I worked on this bridge, or I worked on this road. I know, isn't it amazing? I love driving by saying, oh my gosh, Superior built that, or oh, look, we're out there right now.
Yeah.
So it's just getting those educators educated about what we do. And also we go in the schools, and you can't just go in one time. You have to really be invested in these children. You have to show them that you care, because they're a little hesitant to speak to you until you've really established a relationship with them.
True.
And we also host them on our job sites. We have them come out. We welcome them. We show them what a family, what a community construction is. And they love it. And when they're out there and they're in the thick of things and they're seeing things being built,
it's exciting.
They love it. And they want to come back. And we have numerous schools that come back 6-12 times a year. They'll come once a month if we let them. Yeah, it's great. It is great.
It is great.
Are y'all hiring, by the way? I'm just saying.
No, do you want to come on over? We would love to have you.
She's not going anywhere.
I'm saying that for our audience, but I mean, so in other words, anyone out there, if you're looking for a job, you might want to check out Superior Construction.
Please
FYI.
check out Superior Construction. You can go to our website, and we have a whole careers tab, and they can apply for internships, pre-apprenticeships, and jobs that are available. So please check it out.
Even college grads too. Okay.
Yes.
All right, great. So definitely will guide them that way. But the other thing we want to talk about, and Christi and I have done this throughout our career because it's very important. I was very lucky to have mentors that taught me this, is participation in our communities by serving on boards. And what that did for us was not only help us learn how to be on a board and learn so many other things, plus connect with others. Most of the time you're not sitting with somebody that's in construction. And especially you're not sitting with another female that's in construction.
Right.
And we've both lived our lives in that role in the for-profit world for over 30 years, each of us. And so the same for you. You've recently joined a board of directors that's not construction, but it's a women's association. So why is it vital for corporate construction executives to hold leadership seats in local communities and professional organizations outside of the job site?
Well, first and foremost, the reason that I joined it is because it's a women's organization that supports women no matter what industry we're in. Right.
Yeah,
that's very important.
I think that's very important too.
It is. We need that. We all need that. But construction does need a seat at the table too, because a lot of these boards that are going out and creating events, we have to let young women know that they can have a career in construction. But without a female voice on those boards, we may not get that representation. We may not get the visibility that construction deserves, because women, we make up 50% of the population, and we're talking about a huge workforce gap. And what an amazing group of women we should be tapping into to get them into the construction industry. So I like to sit on those boards to represent not only women, but construction, because we need a voice and it's important. And I'm the only one on that board through construction, so I feel like someone has to create a voice for those women. Because
We
again,
love
you
that.
can't be what you don't see.
Yeah,
So they
right.
have to
And
see a
typically,
female.
we are the only ones that are representing construction,
Mhm.
not just the fact that we're a female. So I think that's very interesting. A lot of the boards
Mhm.
that I've been on, I'm typically the only, unless it's a construction organization, right? But any of the other organizations, they don't have construction
Mm-mm.
represented. And that was very confusing to me. I'm like, why is our trade not here too?
Mm.
So good point there. So for a mid-sized contractor
Hmm.
looking to start from scratch to do similar to what you're doing, what's the best structure that they can put into place for a mentorship program that keeps both sides accountable, right? The mentee
Mm.
and the mentor. Is there something that you're doing that's working? Is there something you've done and it didn't work? Like, share some things about that with us.
So I think, first of all, I think mentorship is so very important. And I just want to say the mentorship program that we have, it has men and women. And I think that's
Nice.
important because some of the
Absolutely.
most important
Mhm.
mentors in my life have been men.
Men. Yep.
We want them to be women as well. But I think just having the opportunity to have two people get together and female mentors, it's beneficial because they can say, your feelings are valid. I have experienced that
Mhm.
before.
Yes.
I know what it's like to walk into a room and they think you're the person that's supposed to be getting the coffee or taking the notes, and you're really the person that is the leader in the room. So I
Yeah.
think sometimes mentorship is important at that, but I also think it leads to pipelines for women, and it opens them up to some influences from leadership. Maybe they wouldn't have the opportunity to get in front of those people if they didn't enter into a formal mentorship agreement. But I think for us at Superior, what's really worked is we are taking females and males, and they're getting the opportunity to sit with a CFO or a
Mm.
president. Our Midwest president was
Nice.
a huge mentor. He's heavily involved in our mentorship program, and he mentored one of our project manager females in Florida. I don't know that she would have had that opportunity if we didn't have a mentorship program to even get in front of someone like that. And we've had some success stories where we had a female estimator in our Florida division become a mentor with our division manager in Indiana, and she's in a completely different role now. He had her present to the C-suite. She has taken on this whole training program, and it just really elevated her in her career. I don't know that she would have had that opportunity either if we didn't have a mentorship program to pair her up with someone that she probably never would have felt comfortable talking to or presenting her ideas to. So
Right.
mentorship's huge.
So I think we this is a good place, I think, to talk about sometimes they just want to know what to wear. And they don't want to ask their male counterpart,
Right.
is this acceptable attire
Or
to
where do
show
I
up on the
buy
job
these?
site?
Right.
Or where do I buy the clothes? Or why can't I find clothes in my size? Those kind of things. I know they seem trivial, but they mean a lot to someone who's showing up underrepresented for the first time, right? To be able to ask this question. So I know that's minor, but I think those are the things too that people don't think about, right? They
Yeah.
don't want to ask their male counterpart's not going to tell them what to wear anyway.
Right.
I mean, they are, but it's not going to be in that female focused situation, right? Some men can, pull off a lot of things, right? Where women, they might look like like they got a sack over their head when they put it on. So I do, and nobody wants to go to work looking like that, right? We want to be confident. We want
Well,
to feel like we belong, and
it needs to fit.
yeah,
Right.
it
Yes,
doesn't
PPE
it
needs
does.
to
that way.
fit.
That's huge. That's just one thing that we did implement is women's PPE. And when I
Nice.
just presented at ConExpo, I did the Empower Her event there in Las Vegas. That's how I started out my presentation. I came out with the vest that I was given when I
Yes.
started in the construction industry.
Mentorship.
Really?
It was down to my knees almost. It was a 2X, and I had it on, and I came out and I was doing my speech, and then I took it off. And then later in the presentation, I was talking about how forward we're thinking we are now. And then I
Yes.
pulled out the correct fitting vest and I put it on, and it was such an impact, quiet, silent, impactful. Yeah, it just sent the
Wow.
message that
Yeah.
we were meant to just adjust when we came into
Right.
the industry
To
silently.
whatever. Yeah.
Yes. And now the industry's meeting us where it should, and it's accommodating females, and it's better fitting gloves and better fitting PPE. And our safety department is huge. Travis Browning is our safety guy in Florida, and he was huge in implementing the women's fitting vests. And when you're a female and you start at the company, you get a women's fitting vest and
Nice.
Yay.
I
gloves
love that.
and glasses, because your head is narrower.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
just,
Mhm.
but you don't think about that sometimes.
No.
So
Well,
we
Well,
you
appreciate
have
them.
been
yeah.
inspiring, and I hate that we are running out of
I
time,
know.
but thank you, Amy, for all the work that you do. We love what you're doing. If there's anything we can do to help you, we are here for you in Superior Construction. Just keep it up, right? Angela and I are in a new role now. We don't get to focus a lot of the hours that we used to be able to on women. So we're really lifting up those that can. And you're doing a fantastic job. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for all that you do. I'm so happy that you asked me to be on here again. I think it's huge for females to keep hearing from other
Mm-hmm.
females, and what Superior's doing, I think, is top notch. I think we're
Agree.
You
way
are.
beyond what other companies are doing, and I think it's so important. So thank you for bringing visibility to the females and our company. So if anyone wants to reach out to me, they're welcome to go to our website, which is www.superiorconstruction.com. Or I have a LinkedIn, which is just my name, Amy Henningfield. They're welcome to reach out to me that way too. We would love to help them in any way they can. Create
Nice.
visibility, create programs. We can come and speak to them. But thank you guys for what you do for all the women in construction.
Thank you.
You're
Well,
fabulous.
yeah, well, we think you're pretty fabulous too.
Yeah.
So, but Amy, thank you so much. Your mantra, "You can't be what you don't see," is the exact philosophy that will secure the future for our workforce.
Mhm.
So, to our listeners, making an impact starts in your local community, just like Amy is doing.
Yep.
And so check out the notes, check out her, check out Superior Construction, maybe even start a summer camp for girls. But until next time, stay safe and keep building.